Hello everybody and a very warm welcome back to Crafters TV for your Thursday. My name's Ben Moseby. Thanks for joining us. What a day it's been, what a day, and we've still got loads more to bring to you over the course of the next two shows. This is, of course, launch day, where we've got our brand new wax seal kit, which you guys have absolutely loved already. If you're with us on Wake Up Call this morning, no doubt you've probably already got the new kit. You might have bought the showstopper. We've got the return of 4 of your favourite paper pads as well. Lots to chat about as far as this show is concerned. Don't forget as well, later on, 6 o'clock this evening here in the UK, 1 o'clock Eastern, we've got Cartload. It's Thursday. You knew that already, but tonight's Cartload, you're going, where's the Cartload deals? Where's Cartload? Can't see it on the website. Ha! That's because we've hidden it. We're playing Cartload Hide and Seek. Can you find the deals? No, you won't be able to find them because we're not putting them up onto the website until just before the show. 24-hour deals, that will be that. So you get in, come and watch the show this evening, grab the deals. We don't have huge amounts of stock, so grab what we've got left of the items, and then if you think, oh, I actually quite like that, and you come back 25 hours later, they won't be there anyway because we're taking them off. So you're going to have to be quick. But make sure you check the website. I would check maybe 5 minutes before Cartload starts. It's going to be a big show tonight. Looking forward to it with Debbie's dazzling deals, darling. But which Debbie are we talking about? Well, I'm delighted to say. I mean, if it was Debbie Robinson, I would be delighted to say that as well. Watch yourself there, Ben. For goodness' sake, you're in all sorts of trouble. Whichever Debbie it is, I'm delighted. But I got to work with the lovely Debbie Robinson yesterday. Today, I am back with, for the first time since last, we think, October, the one and only, you can hear the McGiggles, it's Debbie Fisher.
Hey, well, it's good to work with you again as well,
you
Ben.
too.
So, yeah, it has been far too long.
Ages.
Our ships have just passed, haven't they?
I saw you briefly at Christmas when I popped into something.
Yes, you popped in. I don't know what you popped in for, but you
No,
popped
I can't
in,
remember.
and I was like, oh, I'm so glad I get to see you just before Christmas, but that was it. Yeah.
And here we are.
I know.
And what a day to be back.
I know,
Oof.
yes.
Oof.
In fact, what a week to be back. We've had some just incredible launches this week that you've absolutely loved. In fact, sold us out of them.
Yeah, you have.
I love the fact that we've got another brand new launch for you today. So it is another launch day. It is the wax seal kit. Who thought that I would get excited about that, but I am. It's an amazing kit. We had a Christmas one out last year, which you absolutely loved, and so we thought we'd do another one. And for those of you who didn't get it, then you get the full kit. The difference is that we've got some everyday embellishments rather than the Christmas ones. It's going to be a fun show.
It is going to be a fun show. It is going to be a fun show. And if you didn't see Wake Up Call this morning, do make sure you go back and have a little bit of a look, because Debbie did some fantastic demos. And for those of you that are tuning in going, I remember Wax Seal Gate, I'm tuning in for more of that. There's none of that. Mastered it now. Smashing out all of the amazing demos earlier on.
A-star student now.
Hey?
A-star student.
A-star student now. But just as a reminder, so Debbie's right shoulder there, you'll see on the bookcase behind her. Can you believe Liam put that up there? What a meanie.
There.
There it is. Just as a reminder to us all.
Just hovering in the background there, yes.
I can't believe they kept that. How mean. How mean. But over the course of this show, so we're going to do more with the wax seals. Are you up for, if people are requesting, want to see anything, ask any questions, are you up for that?
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can try anything, so yeah, and go from there.
Well, we've got Superstar Susie on the socials. Lois joins us from Ohio. Hi to Vanessa in Florida. Mary Beth Doyle in Minnesota. Laurie Barnett says, good morning from Gilbert, Arizona. I'm going to be crafting all day today. I hope I get at least one project done. Yeah, you go at my pace, Laurie, do you? Yeah, I'm sure you will. You'll get many done. Kendall says, good morning, everyone from Minnesota. Hello. Hello also to Pat Demarest, who says, hi, everyone from a cold and clear New Jersey. And hi to Orge29, who says, afternoon, everyone. Keep the hellos coming in, particularly if you've never said hello before. Do it today. Get in touch with us. Let me tell you about the showstopper that we've got. It is our wax seal kit. I'll let Debbie unbox and take you through everything you're getting in the box in just a few moments' time, but you get the wax seal kit itself. As you can see on the cover of the box there, you've got all the tools and the implements to be able to melt your wax, to be able to create those wax seals. And actually within this set, you get 3 of the different seals. You get 2 bottles of your little wax pellets as well, and that's all included within the big box. The side box here is your extra wax seal beads. You're going to get the jewel tones in there, so it's 3 more bottles. I'll show you those on close-up in just a second on some boards. And then you're also going to get in your showstopper Showstopper, the return of 4 of your favourite paper pads in the world ever. You asked, we delivered. So you get the Sunflower Collection 12x12. You've got the 12x12 from the Delightful Daisies. You're also going to receive the 12x12 from the Beautiful Collection. And you're getting the 12x12 from the Say It With Flowers as well. All of that is included for just £72 or $88. If you go for the Showstopper, oh, by the way, those are all of the colours of the wax seal beads that you're going to be getting in there, all right? So you've got all of those to play with. And the 2 designs, which you'll see probably better with Debbie over the other side of the studio in just a few moments' time. You've got a beautiful little hand-drawn heart and then a little rose on there too. But if you go for the Showstopper, you want a bonus buy? Do you want a bonus buy, Debbie?
Yes, please. This is a good bonus buy.
It's a good bonus buy, isn't it?
Very good.
Would you be putting this in if you bought the Showstopper? Of course you would, wouldn't you?
Absolutely, yeah. We always need card blanks.
And Centura Pearl card blanks and envelopes. You're getting 5 different colours, 8 in each.
It's like we go dizzy watching them go backwards and forwards.
£19.20 or £31.20, great price. However, you're not paying that if you pop that in your basket with your Showstopper. Halve that price, £9.60 for all of that, or $15.60 if you're shopping in the US and you're a Platinum member. You do need to make sure that goes into the same basket as your Showstopper. And here's the other thing, like a lot of people have gone for the Showstopper. However, you don't have to go for the Showstopper to get the brand new wax seal kit. If you just want that on its own, the wax seal kit is available on its own. So here we go, details on your screen now. £31.18 or $35.94. You what? A quarter of the stock. You what? A quarter of the stock has gone already. Very busy for this collection. And also, just to say and mention, I know a lot of people have done that, and then a lot of people have picked and chosen with the paper pads. They're all available for you as individuals as well. Oh, look at that, look at that. I'm really impressed that I managed to pick that up in one go and fan it so beautifully.
And I thought you had something wrong with your hands.
Oh, I know, eh? It's my fake fan hand. Go, go, gadget hands. Yeah. Go, gadget, go. I used to love that.
Yeah, me too.
Did we ever find out at the end of Inspector Gadget who the claw was? Because it just used to be a hand, didn't it, on that spinny chair? And he used to have the cat, the grey and black cat.
I don't think we ever did.
We didn't ever find out, did we?
No.
And there used to be the, what was it called? There was Brains the dog, wasn't there? And Penny, his niece, who used to, Gadget used to think he sold everything, didn't he? But it was
Inspector
Gadget. Anyway, you're getting all 4 for £44 or $60 if you just want to go for the paper pads individually. Oh, he was never revealed who Dr. Claw was. If you want to go for, it was me. If you want to go for the paper pads individually, you can do as well. Just search the web for the individual pads. I'm going to have to put those down though because I am going to drop them. Right, let's get over to Debbie, who will take you through this and show you all around the beautiful kit. It's brilliant. And what I love about this, actually, from what I've seen you do in the first show, Debbie, the kit makes it really easy, almost foolproof, to create beautiful wax seals, isn't it?
And I absolutely think it does. It's one of those you can't really go wrong. And if you do go wrong, you just remelt your wax. So it really is one of those kits that's just going to be amazing. Now, what I like about it more than anything else is the way it's presented, because it's really giftable. So it comes in this really lovely box. If I just bring you in the lid to that, so you've got this really gorgeous box that literally goes over the top, keeps everything so nice in there. So that's a really giftable item. It could be for your dad who loves his stationery, because it's, you know, it could be for anybody that wants to make these amazing wax seals. They're such a good idea to do and a real lovely gift to have. And all you're going to need additional to this is a candle. And it literally is just one of your little sort of...
tea lights.
Tea lights, that's it, yeah, tea light candle. You don't want it more than 3/4 of an inch.
Okay.
Because any higher, when you come to put in your little dish on the top, it actually puts the flame out, so you don't want it distinguished. So, and then this piece is really good, and I think it's been so well designed because the wood doesn't get hot.
Yeah.
It gets warm, but you can literally pick it up. I've never picked it up and it's been too hot to handle, as they say. But don't touch, obviously, the metal part.
No.
So what you want to do is light that. We're going to then place that over the top. Make sure that it's not sort of sort of on the edge. You want to make sure it's right in the centre when you light it, and that's going to start heating up. So we're going to do that straight away. Inside here, you're getting this little gadget here, which I love because it's got a little pouring spout on the side, which is it means that it's going to go as soon as you pour it into one direction. So it's going to be an amazing thing to use. And that literally rests on the top there. The next things that we've got are your handle here. You can see it's just got this little mark at the top, and you've got these 3 discs. This will fit any of the ones that we've got out. So any ones that have a screw top, literally you just screw them into the top there, and then you're ready to go with your tool really that's going to go into there. You're also getting those 2 wax little melts here that you're going to use, and you're ready to go. So let's pop that to the side. I'm also going to use, I'm just using a metal shim that I can place this onto, then that way I can move it to the side without getting into too much mess. So let's light that to start with, and that way that will start heating up nicely. So we're going to pop that on there, pop that to the side, and then we're just going to put that there. And then what I am going to do, just for the first demo, let's bring in one of our nice colours, which is this gorgeous sort of, quite a deep sort of pink here, which I love. Now, what we've worked out is that 4 of them are going to be a really good amount to melt. And you're literally just going to place those 4 in. So if we pop that over the top, we're going to just bring these in, pop them into your little dish there, and that will start melting. Now, while that's melting, let's just show some of our samples that we've got. So there's a couple that I made this morning, just by using them on the outside of your card, putting your gilding wax on the front, and then there's one on the inside as well. We also use them to put flowers into as well, which looks so effective. It's one of my favourite things to do is using that flower. But what about using those origami dies and putting that in the centre? Very good. Really adds to it. I mean, that's a beautiful card anyway, but then to add even more to it. I love this one, using them as buttons. They're going to look great for, so just little embellishments. One here with the flat ones, so using flowers again on the inside, using your gilding wax in there. We're going to show this.
Is that one in the middle?
Yeah, that's a flower.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it's a flower in the middle.
It stands out.
And that's been done with gilding flakes in it and the flower in the middle, which is beautiful. Wow, who's done this? So Bianca's made this one. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Yeah. Absolutely gorgeous. We're going to show how you can put those gilding flakes in as well. But if you want to do just some simple designs, maybe on some ribbon, and you can see, and colouring them in is really, really simple. So to colour them in, you can use lots of different mediums, whether it be your alcohol markers, your metallic pens, your gilding waxes. They're all just going to look amazing when you come to put them in. Now I need to show you 2 samples which are absolutely incredible. Our Liam on the design team, and he works up here at head office, he's just very, very clever at thinking outside the box. So these ones, he's done the wax stems of the flowers and put the little discs on to create that flower card, which is amazing. Just beautiful. Yeah. And then this one just is astounding, getting my words out. He's actually made this, and when I first looked here, I thought, oh, he's trimmed off the little bit in the middle. The whole bow is made out of the wax. That's unreal, isn't it? It is unreal, yeah. And it's he said it just takes some manipulating, put it onto the glass mat, trim it so it's got that bow shape, manipulate it over while it's still warm, and then you can create that just amazing bow. I think both of those from our Liam are just incredibly beautiful cards. So it just shows you the differences that you can do. And I'm literally putting this on a stand because I don't want to break it. He's left it in my safe hands, not in Benjamin's safe hands.
What are you talking about?
You're a bit clumsy, Ben.
What you're a bit talking about? I've got safe hands. I've got hands like spades. I have. By the way, I know I did say I was going to try and catch up with Liam in the break to chat to him more about that, but he was busy filming, unfortunately. But we'll try and have a chat with him. But that is incredible. But didn't it show you what I love as well, Debbie, about the cards you just showed? Because you think wax seal me envelope. that's it, that's all I'm going to be doing. But actually, we've not even looked at an envelope yet. We've looked at all cards, all projects, all amazing things like Liam has done there as well. So the possibilities really are fantastic with a set like this. A few quick more hellos. Karen's joined us from Florida. Laura in Seattle. Linny Jones says, where did the time go? How is it 3? I know. Deborah Pleasant joins us from Defiance, Ohio. Rosalind Russell from Maryland. And hi to Mary Beth Doyle, who says it's 9:13 here in Minnesota. Rhonda says, and who better to show you how to use the wax seal kit than Debbie? Absolutely. Hi also to Olga, who says, hello all, I'm watching from work. Shh. Loved watching Debbie earlier. Hi to Rhonda, who says, good morning, Ben, Debbie, crew, Team Social, and all my incredibly creative, crafty friends from a balmy 21F, Oak Park, Chicago. We have got Susie on the socials as part of our team today, and steering the good ship craft, we have Double J in the gallery. We've got James and the big dog himself, producer Johnny.
JJ.
What's that?
JJ.
Oh,
That's
JJ.
what my son is, JJ.
Oh yeah, JJ. JJ. Right. Shall we wax?
Yes. While I was talking all of that, and my candle went out.
Oh, never. We're talking that long, the wax all melted. Then he gone. Whole tea light's burned, he's still
I was
talking.
like, don't believe that. I did all that. I did the samples and my candle had blown out. So, but I'm just reheating. It doesn't take too long to go. You can see it's really starting to melt inside the pot. So it's like screaming, I'm melting. Who does that? I'm melting.
Wizard of Oz.
Oh, the Wizard of Oz. Yes,
Isn't
of
it?
course. Yes, I'm melting.
I'll get you and your little dog too. I think it's Wizard of Oz.
I'll get you, my pretty.
And your little dog too.
I love the Wizard of Oz.
Do your seal impression again. Oh, sorry, no.
I was actually thinking of the film we went to see, because one of my childhood films is Willy Wonka. So we went to see the new film.
Is it good?
Oh, it's amazing. I've seen it twice now.
Have you?
I've been to the cinema to see it twice. I went without, and then I took the grandkids to see it.
So what is it? How he got his...
How he how Wonka become Willy Wonka. Yeah. So, well, not how he become. He is Willy Wonka, but how he got the factory. Yeah. So it's very.
Is that his actual name then, Willy Wonka?
Willy Wonka. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not in real life.
I know, not in real life, but yeah. Yeah. Funny, isn't it? I don't mind those movies, but I wouldn't rush to the cinema to see.
Oh, I loved it.
I
loved it so much. So good. It was very good. Very, very good. Right, so all we're going to show for the first demo is literally how you melt the wax, put it into it, pouring it out and stamping it in. So all I've done is I've not created this. I've put my heart one there. I love the heart one because it is that hand-drawn heart, which looks amazing. Now, because you've got that pouring tool, you're literally just going to pour it right in front of you. So I'm doing this directly onto the mat. Depending on what you're putting it onto, I would say that you can, put that back there. You can put it directly on, but I would say put it onto your glass mat and just create them. I think you'll have a lot of fun with this. And also, so you don't waste any, I would keep reusing those. And someone did make a point earlier saying about, and it is a really good idea, that you could let that, if you take that off the heat, you can literally use that to then use again. Just let it dry, take it out of there, and then you can just melt it down when you need to, so you're not wasting any of the wax. What you could do then as well, you could start to mix a different colour. So if I was to then, let's just say we want to put another pink one in just to top that one up, but also I want to add some of the white pellets that come with the actual kit. We could just put a couple of those in as well. And that's going to give me a different colour. So you can sort of use it that way as well. So we'll let that do, and then I'm going to take this one off. So literally just move that to the side, and you can see we've got that beautiful heart there. What I am going to do, because I want my heart to shine through,
Your heart always shines through.
My heart always shines through. Ah, thank you, Ben. We all have big hearts, I think, in this place.
We do have big hearts.
Yes, absolutely. I'm going to use my metallic paint marker. So we're literally just going to paint this on. I am just going to put my glasses on though, otherwise we're going to have a very...
I'm enjoying the fact that you're using your glasses a lot more as well now.
I have to, Ben, I've got to. And all I'm going to do is go down onto that design and just follow that round. I'm being really careful just to sort of tickle the top and pop that round and just do that heart like that. How beautiful is that heart? You can, if you want to, just go round and literally take your marker. Just takes a little bit longer to dry, this one. It's because it's your metallic paint. It's pigment, but it's also water-based, so it will take a little bit of time to dry. So we're just going to pop that round like that. You can see we've made our mark. Now with the one that we're heating at the side here, you can see we've made a sort of, we can make a marbly effect. So by literally sweeping that round, I'm not going to do too much because I want to actually get that design out. If you mix it too much, it will just mix to a lighter pink. And then we can literally put that in. And then what we're going to do with that one is exactly the same, but we've got then a more sort of muted colour. And we've only used 3 into that because we already had that left over. So you can continue to do that and continue to have them. If you do want to change the colour, all you need to do, be very careful when you take it off, but all you really need to do, I'm burning the bottom because of the wax on the bottom there. All you need to do is to take that out with some tissue paper. So I'm just going to make sure, and all the time, please make sure that you're only taking it off, holding the wood. Because the wood is what is going to make sure that you're not going to burn your fingers.
Yes, exactly right.
Oh, like I just did there.
Oh, no.
Because that is obviously very hot. You can see it does clear it completely. Now this I can move, I can take that off. This is going to be hot, but I just want a white round just where we've put that extra bit, because I don't want that sort of burning. And if you do get any wax on your fingers, it literally, let it dry, it just peels off. So the wax isn't a problem. What you don't want to do is hold any of the metal, but that's all nice and clear. So we're ready to go again. So take that off. And then we are going to take this one off, and then we've got a slightly different one. So all I'm going to do is pick that one up, take this one off. Well, actually, let's just colour that. In fact, we'll do this as silver. We're going to put some silver gilding wax over the top. So we'll just literally tickle over the top, around the edges. But this one is different because it has that white going through it, which almost makes it quite, looks metallic in itself anyway.
It does.
And then I'm just going to take my pokey tool and just edge the edge upwards. This way, if you let it dry a little bit more, it'll just pop off like the other one. And you can always use to flatten them, Ben. If you put the flat one on, you can then just flatten them down with that as well. But there's our two, completely different, but that one's got a more motley effect. This one's got the gold, and then I've just got a card which we're going to put that onto. Let's see which one. I think actually the gold one. And all I'm going to use for that is our 3D glue gel. And I'm going to pop that on, just like so. Add that to your card, and then that just makes an ordinary card just that little bit more special.
So good, isn't it? So good. And I think this is going to be a new craft for a lot of people to try out. And also, if you were in that mindset of, oh, wax seals just to seal my envelope. No, look at all of the different things that you can do now. Create your own embellishments. And again, how nice then to be able to sort of batch make these, do a load, sit down, have an afternoon creating all of these wax seals. Choose the different colours, choose all those different embellishments, pop them away, and then you've got them for, you know, whenever you're making that project when you need one. Anne says, wax on, wax off. Exactly. Shadai says, good morning, my Lord Ben and Ms. Giggles. Hi, Nancy. Nancy Hart Fungiello says hello from Spartanburg. Wow. Spartanburg.
That's a great name.
That's great, isn't it? Sparta. Spartanburg.
Is it German?
No, it's South Carolina.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sounds German. Maybe it's because of the way you said it.
I don't think I said it particularly German, but do you know, I must say this, the other day, a message came in, I can't remember the name of the lady, but the name of the place that she lived in was brilliant. There's a place in Alberta, Canada, and it's called Medicine Hat.
Oh, I heard you say that yesterday when I was watching.
I can't get over that.
Medicine Hat.
It's so, imagine living there. Where do you live? Oh, Medicine Hat.
So what makes that funny to you then? or amazing?
It's just an amazing name, isn't it? Like where did we have places like around here? Darlington, Bishop Auckland, Durham. Where do you live? Medicine Hat. I mean, wouldn't you be, if you said to me, where do you live? Oh, I live near Darlington. Oh, right. Where do you live? Medicine Hat. You'd be like, what? Where? What? That's why I like Mechanicsburg so much. Where do you live? Mechanicsburg. Who wouldn't want to live there? Who would not want to live there? Like that's Kathy, isn't it? And then Kim, who lives in Weeki Wachee. Where do you live? Weeki Wachee. What? Weeki Wachee. Wachee? Yeah, Weeki Wachee. I mean, the other one that I love, which is coming in, again, if you're watching, let me know. There's a lady who watches us who lives in a place called Defiance, Ohio. Defiance. It does sound like a TV series, doesn't it, Johnny? It does. Tonight on Defiance. Yes, Johnny. By day, he's a TV shopping presenter. By night, Defiance. If you, I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. Keep the messages coming in, particularly if you live in a really cool place like Spartanburg or Medicine Hat. Just a quick question before we move on. Jeffrey wants to know, I know we talked about this and you might come onto this again in this show, but Jeffrey says, could you mix gilding flakes into the wax or perhaps some glitter? And I know that's something you touched on.
Yeah, so I'm going to do that, but actually, so I've tried both. I've tried mixing gilding wax gilding flakes in. But you can't see them, it just covers them and makes it a bit gloopy. So I'm going to show you how to do it to get them to shine through. So, yeah, we will.
Another quick question. Keep these coming in. This is brilliant.
Absolutely.
Laura's is saying, the spatulas from the glitter paste set, she says, are those heat resistant? And if so, could we use them to scrape out wax, especially if we let it cool a bit, then save for a later reuse?
Absolutely, great idea. They are heat resistant because they're silicone. So it means that you can, it's a bit like the silicone bakeware, what you can put in the oven and that. So, yeah, you could absolutely do that. Good idea.
Do you want another question? Because they're all coming in now.
Yeah, do it.
Jodie. Hello, Jodie. Hello. Is there a way to coat/brush flowers made with flower foam with some type of resin so they dry to a firmer, harder consistency? Oh, this is something different then. For example, brushing something like dip it in flower UV resin.
Do you mean if you put them into the wax seals and then dip them into resin? I think so I don't know anything about resin. What I'm wondering is resin hot? Or is it just a liquid source and then it firms up?
The only resin I ever think of was the resin I used to have when I played the violin, and you put it on your bow so it would grip the strings.
So resin is where it's like a clear substance and you put it into necklaces and you can,
same stuff.
So, so I think what you're saying is that you put it in the well of the, so if I bring this in here so you can see this, if we can go overhead, you've got that dip in there. You could pour resin into that with a flower and that would then make it clear. But what I don't know is if resin is heated. I think resin is perhaps mixed with a powder to make it liquid and then it sets. But if you have to heat it, then it wouldn't work.
Okay.
But I don't know anything about resin. If it's not hot, then yes, I think that would work.
Sherlan Telford's in from San Antonio, Texas. Lynn's in, good afternoon. Debbie, Ben, team, and all from Newcastle. And Wendy in Hampshire says, I'm so glad you enjoyed Willy Wonka, Debbie. My friend's daughter was an extra in the film.
Oh, I loved it. I loved it so much. See, Al didn't. I mean, we both went and watched it, but I just loved it. It made me cry and it made me laugh and I loved it. Because it was just that childhood film. I've grown up with Willy Wonka. That was my film. I knew all the songs. I knew every word. And, I loved it.
What was Hugh Grant like as an Oompa Loompa?
He was brilliant. He made the show. He was very good. Very, very good. Yeah, I just loved it. It was a lovely film. It's just a lovely film.
Oh, dear. She's back. 12 by 12 paper pad collection. Do you want this? All four of these? I'll quickly show you what you're going to get. We've basically brought back four of your favourites. Which is the most popular individually now, Johnny? Because it was a bit of a race, wasn't it? Between, it was the Be Beautiful, then it was the Sunflower. by a long shot, it's now the beautiful collection, I'm being told. But I mean, the sunflower, how gorgeous is this? Beautiful. I think one of the most happy paper pads that we've done. And again, you've got the best of both worlds in the fact that you've got all that beautiful detailing on your A side. B side is like the background of the A side, if you like, but then you've got the ability to kind of add to that, or if you want something a little bit more stripped back and laid back, you've got it. But dive in, I mean, fussy cut, have fun with this. You know, enjoy all of the different designs that you've got, colours, again, for all seasons. But if you're looking for a super fun, happy paper pad, then the sunflower is going to be right up your street. Again, some beautiful pages here if you love to do your scrapbooking as well. You're getting 36 double-sided sheets in your sunflower. The beautiful is in this bundle as well, so the most popular one so far. 48 double-sided sheets here that you're getting, and this is just fantastic again, isn't it? If you're looking for something which is a little bit different, maybe you're kind of all out your florals and you just want to play with something a bit different, the beautiful is stunning. I love with this as well that you've obviously got the honeycomb effect running through. Here you've almost got like, it's almost like a Hessian effect that you've got on that paper, isn't it? Loads of different textures. And lots of the reverses, again, there's that wood paneling effect which we've been talking about, which we love, but you've got lots of patterns as well, spots and dots and kind of plaids coming up for you as well within this collection. 48 sheets in here, so it really is a bumper paper pad, one of the biggest ones that we've done, and you've got the snippability, so if you want to create smaller cards, you want toppers for your 6x6s or indeed little inserts, you've got those within this pad too. Then you've got the Say It With Flowers collection. This pad, again, 36 double-sided sheets. Once again, if you search for this individually, you can pop that in. So if you want to go for the paper pad collection and then you decide, well, actually, the Say It With Flowers is my favourite, you can add more of those into your basket as well individually. But do just bear in mind, I know we always say with these pads from Nature's Garden, Sarah's Signature, we're not going to bring them back. We have done this time, but once these are gone, I can't say to you that we're going to be doing it again. And then last but by no means least, the delightful daisies, which we were talking again about earlier on. Loving this for the fact that you've got, again, so much great illustration in here, but the reverse with that wood panel effect, I just think it gives you a lot more scope to be able to create lots of different cards with. All of this you're going to get in that bundle. It's £44, $60 if you're platinum. And well, you don't need me to do the maths on that for you, do you? Really, 4 pads at £44 equals incredible value for money. $60, $15 a pad. Incredible value. You can go for that, as I say, on its own. You can pick and choose the pads if you want to do that, or if you want to go for the showstopper, you get all of the pads within the showstopper alongside your wax seal kit and, of course, the extra pots of the beads as well. Hi to M. Bruna 100. He says, I've used the metal trinkets with the wax to imprint different shapes. I use tweezers to press them in the wax and then remove when cooled. That is a cool idea.
Yeah, really nice
Love
idea.
that. Ord says, not quite sure it's in the same league, but I live in a place called Bleninish. I mean, it's different, isn't it? Bleninish.
Blenish.
B-L-A-I-R-N-I-N-I-C-H. Bleninish. Have I said that right? I feel that I haven't. Marianne Rosie says, hello from Edmonton. Phil says, another unusual town/village name in the UK is Pity Me. Pity Me.
Pity Me.
Yeah. That's where? Is it up here, is it? Pity Me. There was a town in a little small village back in Devon where I lived, which always used to make me laugh when you drove through it, called Inner Ting Tong. So it always used to make me laugh. Inner Ting Tong. It wasn't an outer Ting Tong though, just an inner Ting Tong. Kathy Green says, go Ben, yeah, Mechanicsburg. Mechanicsburg. And I think we are all up to date. Right, what are we doing next, Debbie?
Right, I'm going to make a box. So let me give you the measurements to start with, so you've got those full measurements. I've done this box 12 inches by 12 inches, and I've scored in at 4 inches on the box base side. And then for my top, I've actually cut this to 10 inches, and I've scored at 3 inches on each side, but on the lid side. So I'm just going to place my box together because we're going to do some string sort of technique on here and be able to sort of embed our designs into them. So let's just use our tape pen to literally put all our sides in. You will be able to go on our website, on Facebook, YouTube, and find a tutorial on box making. Very, very simple. Just using any of our boxer boards. Big Score, I did mine on because it's like a larger size box. But we've obviously got the Score Master, and we've got the boxer board to go with the Ultimate Pro, and you've got your Ultimate Pro as well. So we're just going to make sort of a more square box, which is going to measure 4 inches in diameter. I'm just tucking all my sides in here, and then the last one. And all I've done with this is I've created the lid and then just put some of our spring papers that were on there, but you obviously can use your new papers that you've got in the paper pads that we bought back.
Yeah.
Because they're going to be beautiful to do that.
Or your floral elegance that maybe you bought earlier in the week.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gorgeous, that collection, isn't it?
I have to say though, one of my favourites is definitely the flower. Sarah's signature one, Say It With Flowers. I think that is one of the prettiest paper pads we've done.
What is that just the designs that you love or the colours or what?
I think, yeah, because it's all florals, but I love the colours in it. I absolutely love the colours in it. It's got some real sort of deep mustards in there, purples, pinks. Yeah, it's a beautiful paper pad.
It's difficult now to sort of choose favourites because we come up with so many.
I know.
Just when you think we can't up our game on paper pads, we bring out something else when you say, oh, this is now my new favourite, and then you don't think it get any better, and we do.
I know. We do.
Spoiled for choice.
We bring some good ones, don't we? So you can see that makes our box. So I've done that slightly different, so it allows that lip at the side. But what I wanted to do was seal the box using some twine. So this twine, I think it was out of one of Sarah's signature collections. I think it was the night before Christmas. We had this gold twine in. And I thought this would look really cool to put this on. And I'm hoping we don't have a repeat of the seal. The seal, I said it now, haven't I? I shouldn't have done that one. That was on twine.
Uh-oh.
I know.
Just when we were singing your praises earlier.
I know, but I feel like this will really reprieve me, won't it?
Just seen the viewer numbers fly through the roof for this section. My goodness me, there are actually loads of people watching on Facebook right now.
Don't say that.
They must have known. Glued to their screens.
So we're literally just putting this on, and then and I want it, so I'm almost doing it in a corner, and then we're gonna go round again, because I want to actually seal my box. So let's pop that round like so. There we go, that's good. And I'm just gonna tie all that into place. So I've wrapped it round twice, so that's given me this part in the centre, and then that way we can then put our wax seal, and we're going to use it directly onto there. So yeah, I am taking a little bit of a chance, but I have faith. So I'm not going to trim any of that until we've done our wax seal. So let's pop that over the top. Like so. The difference I did before when I did my blooper was I used actual string. This is a lot thinner, and also I only had the sticks. So when you're just dripping it down, I can't do it as well as Sarah, where this one you literally pour it on and then put it on.
What can possibly go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong? We will see. I think I would have, if I get this right, I think I can really reprieve myself, because I don't have a finished sample. This is it. This is it.
You know what? If this was like primetime TV at this point, we'd be like, okay, Debbie, fire away. And then it would cut to a break. Or it would be like, next week on Crafters TV.
The other thing I want to do is to mix my colours as well, because neither one of these, the blue or the green, really matches in with my papers.
Yeah.
So I love this green, but I want to make it a little bit more blue. So I'm going to put 3 of the green in there, and then I'm just going to use 1 blue. So we're just going to pop that in. By using a blue, that's going to take the colour tone down a little bit. And again, you can sort of have a play with these and see what sort of different colour tones that you can make. I love the fact that we can mix these about. We've also got that amazing white one, which is going to tone down all the colours that we've got in this collection as well. So you're looking at me, Ben, like, are you really okay to do this, Debbie?
I have full confidence in you. Andy just said, uh-oh, twine, that's where it all went wrong before. You guys remember, don't you?
I've even got a little feather I'm going to put in there as well.
Oh, my goodness
I
me.
mean, we're just adding more to the mix.
I've got full faith in you, Debbie, even though the gallery hasn't.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you. You're making me I'm really nervous now.
You got the fire extinguishers ready out there?
That's hilarious.
Now, you've been smashing it today. Like, I have full faith, even if nobody else does.
Like I said to you before, I don't worry about things. If it goes wrong, it goes wrong, doesn't
Exactly
it?
right. Shows we're human, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Right, let me grab. I did have a pokey tool to mix it with, and that seems to have... Oh, here it is, hiding behind my pen. So once it starts to melt, so you can see there it's melting lovely, I'm going to start to mix this.
Okay.
And actually, although it is changing the colour, I could probably do with another blue actually, so it goes a bit more turquoise. But I'm not going to worry because I actually think this will look quite nice, especially with that feather as well. But we've definitely changed up that colour. So don't do that. I think I've just blown out my candle as well, so we need to be quick. Right, are we ready? Are we ready? Let's go. Let's go. So we're literally, we're going to make sure we put all that on there. We're going to take this in and, put that the right way, flour that way. And we're going to put that on.
Yes.
Now, it's not going to be perfect, and I'm not worried about that because it's uneven.
Yeah.
And I don't need it to be perfect. But what we want it to do is look like we've really made this amazing gift box. And then on the top, we've put this incredible sort of seal on there, which you would have to sort of take away to use. So let's have a look. I think we need to leave it a little bit longer. I'm just going to leave it a little bit longer.
Because if you'd made it and then stuck it on, it wouldn't have the same effect, would it?
It wouldn't have the same effect, no. And I wanted it to have that seal, wanted to have the twine going through it and wanted to have it on. Now, you don't have to put a bow through it, so that would sort of stop it, but I did want to give it that authenticity.
That rustic effect.
Yes, that rustic effect, yeah, absolutely. Right there, look at that.
Yay!
Yay!
Whoop, 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 whoop.
I'm actually really liking that. It's so nice. And then all I'm going to do is literally come in and we're going to put a bit of gilding wax on.
We needed like a ta-da sound effect then.
Just onto that top bit to show that bow. We could have put, in fact, I'll tell you what I should have done, and if you're doing this at home, I think if we'd put another wax melt in there, it would have given us that extra that we needed just to go over the top. But I'm actually really pleased with that. I think that looks beautiful. So we've got that really amazing box. We've got our twine on there. Let's just cut my little side pieces off. So just there. And there we go, look at that. We've got our box now that we've made with that beautiful embellishment on the top.
That is brilliant. And you know what? No cutting corners here, no kind of shying away from the big demos. No, no, no. It's not one of those, oh, let me quickly do the wax seal over here behind the counter so you can't see. No, everything for you guys, putting it out there and just showing you again that it's a lovely, lovely craft to get into, nice and simple to do with this kit as well, and also not just for sealing envelopes. If you're coming into this thinking, oh, do I really need a wax seal kit? Am I really going to be using this on my envelopes? Look at all the different ways that Debbie has already used this today across this show and across earlier on Wake Up Call, and all of the other individual sort of crafty elements that she's adding to these as well to kind of make your experience even better. Debbie, you can do it, says Beverly. She did do it. And Lily Jones says she did it. Yes. Yes, never any doubt in our minds. We're going to take a short break. We're going to give you opportunity to get your baskets checked out. When we come back, more for you. And again, we'll look through some more deals as well. Don't forget that January sale is still available for you on the website. And if you're looking for Cartload, you won't find it yet. The deals are going live just before the show tonight at 6. So do make sure you get ready for that. It is Debbie's dazzling deals from 6 o'clock tonight. But in the meantime, head to the checkouts and we'll come back in about 4 minutes' time.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get social with us. Whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, on your TV or tablet, you can get so close to the action, it's like you're in the studio with us. You can ask questions about products or crafty techniques. Get hints and tips from our expert demonstrators. Plus, share pictures of your crafty makes with our amazing community. Crafters TV, getting you closer to the crafty action.
Hi, I'm Ben from Crafters TV. As you may know, we've just launched an amazing new website, our new home of papercraft to house all of your crafty needs. And as we've had a bit of a makeover, I'm here today to give you a bit of a refresher on how to reset your password. So, what are we waiting for? Let's get started. First, go to the Crafters Companion homepage. Next, make sure that you've selected the correct location. Go to the My Crafters icon. Click Forgotten your password. Enter the email address linked to your account in the box and then click Reset my password. Next, head over to your email inbox where you should have received an email with a link to reset your password. Click the Reset your password link on your email. Type a brand new password in the password box. Enter it again in the password confirmation box. Click Reset my password. You will then be logged into your account and taken to your My Crafters page where you can explore the new home of papercraft.
We get to know people from places and walks of life that we wouldn't come across in our everyday life if it wasn't for Crafters TV and doing what we do.
I got so many lovely comments from people when I started doing the presenting, and it was just really such a lovely feeling. And it's nice that people keep messaging in. You know, we see the same people. We know you can build up that kind of relationship with those people. So it's just the fact that people like what we do and they're pleased. And I do love it when people send us photographs of the items that they've made.
We talk about customers, but really they go in as a customer, come out as a friend. The support that I get is amazing. The messages I get are amazing.
Me personally, it is personal interaction. I've never had the best of health. I've always been open about that with our viewers at Crafters TV. So many people are in the same situation as me health-wise. Other people have got a completely different health issues. They understand and they relate to what I'm going through, what others are going through. So whether we interact on a crafting basis or whether we interact on a health basis, a personal basis, we're all there to support one another. It is incredible.
The reaction of viewers when they come to meet us is worth all of the early mornings when we have to get up for our early morning shows.
Some of the customers come on as craft ambassadors and things like that, craft along with us, and being able to actually chat with them on air. I love it. I really love that connection with them.
We've had lots of shows where we've done like craft alongs, especially where we've had viewers craft along with us. We had a particular viewer, Joy, who joined us once before, and she literally made me cry on air, and Joe, because the things she said about us, it really was quite humbling that there are people out there that watch us and invite us into their living rooms and really treat us like family.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get your hands on the latest crafty must-haves. Leave the hard work to us while you shop from the comfort of your own living room. Head to the Crafters Companion website to see our full crafty range, or hit the Shop the Day button to see all the new and exciting products featuring on Crafters TV. Once you've filled your cart, leave it to us to get your crafty goodies to you in super quick time, so you can get on with being creative. Crafters Companion, making crafty shopping a breeze.
Welcome back. Thank you for all the love coming through. Beautiful, says Vanessa. Love it, Debbie, says Aud. Lynn says beautiful, Debbie. Vanessa says beautiful. Lynn says beautiful, thank you. And Beth Malone says, that's why I love these live shows. We get to see the good, the bad, and the ugly. I think that's the right way around, isn't it? Or it might be the bad and the ugly. They're not listening to me, they're chatting away. Ugly. That's why they're in the gallery, that's why you've never seen them. What?
Oh, they heard
What?
that.
It's a what? They heard that bit. They heard that bit. We're helping from Craig do what? Oh. Oh. Craig was asking about some new top secret dyes. Do you know about those?
Dyes.
Oh, you will do.
What, top secret dyes?
Yeah.
No.
It just with.
Is there?
That's what, apparently.
Oh. I have no idea.
Oh.
No.
Or do you?
No, I really don't. I'd give it away. You know what I'm like. Oh, that would be good.
Yeah, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I've always said that would be amazing. What are we talking about? Right.
That was a bit mean.
It was a bit mean.
Yeah.
Sorry
and
about
I'm
that.
now going to wonder because I don't know what they are either.
Well, I don't know what they are, but I'm just guessing from what producer Johnny said, and I just mimed to you what I said,
Yeah.
what I thought was. He's out there. We're going to ask him in a minute. What are we doing now? Oh, we're doing another demo. That's what we're doing.
We are going to do a demo. Let me give
showstopper.
my candle a light so we can start heating up. Yeah, definitely. So I thought let's bring in, let's make another colour, but actually let's add some glitter. And then I wanted to, because I thought earlier when I added some glitter in Wake Up Call, so you can go and see that one, but I thought we could make it a bit more intense. I think I found another way that we can do that. So let's mix some colours together. So let's do our blue. So I've lit our candle, pop our little, I keep wanting to call it a trough, and it's really not a trough. Why do I keep wanting to call it that?
I don't mean a trough, like a feeding trough.
Yeah, and I don't know
name of it would
why. Because they have that framework and then they have a hole in it, don't they? But obviously not a hole that anything will fall out the bottom. So, but I'm sure
it's just called the heating base on the box.
a heating base.
But I like trough.
Yeah, just I don't know why. And I'm trying so hard to not say trough, and then it keeps
It's a
coming
great
out.
word
So,
though. That the more you say it.
Trough.
Trough.
It is a great word, isn't it?
Yeah, trough.
Yeah. My candle trough. My candle wax trough.
Candle wax trough. Trough. Oh, how many colours have you put in there?
Only 2 colours.
Oh, looks like you put 3 in.
No.
No,
So
okay.
blue, 2 blues in the middle and a pink each side.
Okay.
Not that I put them in that order,
No.
it's just that that's how they fell. So yes, but you can see they're starting to melt straight away. We're going to give this a stir around and create a secondary colour. So if you're not sure on your colours, you can always go and use the colour wheel. But I pretty much know that a pink and a blue are going to make a purple. So we're just waiting for those to go in. I'm using my pokey tool. If you didn't want to use your pokey tool, I mean your wax, you can see I was just picking off the wax we had before off the end. It will just come off, or wipe it as soon as it's wet and then that will come off. If you pick it off, then you can re-melt that wax, but you could just use a cocktail stick if you wanted to.
Yeah.
And mix them in. I'm going to use some, so let's get some glitter. So I'm actually, and someone was talking about the little stirrers, and I'm actually using it just to apply my glitter. But you could definitely use this to scoop out your wax in your pot as well. Let's pop that to the side. We're near enough done. Just while that's melting, I'm going to start stirring it because that's just going to mix our colours together.
Ooh.
Got a little bit there that's, I've just literally stuck it right into that bit.
Jeffrey, I actually don't have any beans to spill because you're asking if I spill the beans. I don't. All I know is that Craig, for some reason, was asking. I'll tell you, I don't know. Craig was asking Johnny about how you play a cello. There you go. That's what it was all about. That was it. That was the conversation.
Oh, was that what it was?
Yeah.
Oh.
So we're just assuming that he's asked that because maybe he has to talk about a cello. Why would he be talking about a cello? I don't know.
Oh. I'm actually going to add another blue. I want this a little bit more purpley, so I'm going to add another blue to that. Yeah, I wonder why he was asking about that.
I don't know.
A real one?
I don't think so. I can imagine Craig playing a cello.
He was playing a tune.
If Craig played a musical instrument, what musical instrument would he play? The bagpipes, says Johnny.
Craig hasn't got enough oomph behind him to play the bagpipes.
I can imagine him playing like harmonica.
The triangle.
Maybe like a flute. I could see Craig being a flautist. Like a jazz flute.
I could actually see Craig playing a guitar.
Could you?
A bit like our James. James plays a guitar.
Yeah. Our James?
Yeah.
I didn't know that, James. Are you lead guitar or rhythm guitar or classical? You bit of a both? Are you and Johnny? I mean, who's the best guitarist? We should have a guitar off.
Oh, can Johnny play the guitar?
Johnny's a multi-instrumentalist.
Well, I know. I thought you played a saxophone, Johnny.
The trumpet.
Oh.
Johnny had a really impressive selection of guitars, and he's now had to sell half of them to afford to move house. You see him most weekends down cash converters, haggling. Taking in all of his guitars.
Actually,
300 quid.
This is just changing the subject. Well, not changing it, going back to the crafting. This is like a cauldron, isn't it, when you're adding things like this? Like a witch's cauldron. I've added big glitter in there now. So I want to keep this handy, because what I want to do is we're going to melt this onto our glass mat. I've got just my heart here, so we're going to pour this on. So make sure we've got plenty on there. And then before I put it in, I'm actually going to sprinkle some more glitter over the top, like so. And then that way, when you go in, you'll have a lot more of that glitter. I've probably put too much in there now because I added an extra blue, didn't I? But I wanted to add that extra in to make sure that we got the right colour. So it doesn't matter what we added, and you can always reheat or re-add that extra. I'm just wiping mine away.
Rhonda's just said, Debbie, thank you. When I'm particularly feeling blue, I watch Wax Sealgate, and I appreciate I appreciate the laugh so much. I make that show. I love that show, and it shows that even the best of us make oopsies. And Pat says, and this is it, Pat, this is what we were chatting about, this is good. I'd never thought about using wax much, but I think I'm going to be adding this to my wish list, which you can do on the website. It is much more than just for envelopes, says Pat.
Yeah, absolutely. So much more. And the thing is with the wax seal, once you start using them, and this is why I say you should batch make them more than anything else, is once you start doing them, you get all these sort of ideas and you want to do different effects. I'm going to show you a really cool marbling effect later on where we can mix 3 colours together. So there's so much that you can actually do with them. Now, if I take that out, look at that. We've got a really glittered inside piece here.
Ooh,
and then all I'm going to do with this one is we're going to bring in, I'm going to put some silver gilding wax. Now later on the show we have the bag pads. That's it. Bag pads.
Bagpipes.
Bag pads. Not
Bag
the
pads.
bagpipes. The bag
Pad bags.
pads.
Oh, the pads that make the bags?
Yes.
That's on cartload?
These ones here, yes, they're on cartload. So, am I not allowed to say that?
You're saying what's on that show.
Well, okay, but...
Is that one of your dazzling deals?
You don't know the price.
Okay.
Well, okay, sorry, one of these might be my dazzling deal. I know, sorry, Ben, I've just...
You've got many dazzling deals though, haven't you?
I have many, and I'm not showing you any more, but I am just wanting to put this on. Look at that. I mean, look at the sparkle in there.
Beautiful.
How amazing is that? So that's all encompassed in there. Is that the right word? Encapsulated, I wanted to say, and it come out encompassed.
Encompassed, yeah.
I think we can do that.
So this is one of the bag pads.
That might be
on later.
Might be a dazzling deal.
Might be.
It might be.
Might not be.
Might not be. Might not be. But I thought this would be really cool because they have tags in here as well.
They do.
So even if it's not on later on, you might have them at home, and you'll be able to make them. So, and it just really worked with the tags. So I'm just folding all of the seams where the, can't get my words out, where the, what are they called, Ben?
Score lines?
The score lines, that's it, score lines, where the score lines are. I'm just folding them in, and then we're going to, not folding them very well. And then all we're going to do, well, in fact, while I'm doing that, I'm going to literally, I've took out one of the tags, so just on here, we're going to apply that to the front. And all I'm going to do with this one is use my Kalau 3D glue gel. Just make sure that that's straight, put that on there. And that gives me a really unusual tag with a loved heart. But what I love about these ones is I will tie it round and show you in a little while, but tie it round and then you've got a fabulous, it goes really well with the Halloween bags, doesn't it? Amazing.
Absolutely brilliant. Another use there, like you said, Pat, these are more than just for envelopes. Absolutely they are. Love the demo, says Melanie D, with the glitter too. And Liam really needs to be there doing a demo of that wax ribbon he made, says Laura. I will try and catch up with him. If not today, then next week, get a bit of a chat with him to find out all the details as to how you can recreate his demo, because it was marvellous. It's 4 o'clock here in the UK. Welcome along to Launch Day, part 2. It's been a day, hasn't it? It's been a busy old day. This show has been flying over. The day's been flying over, if I'm being honest. And still to come, another hour of inspiration when it comes to our brand new wax seal kit. Don't forget, tonight on Cartload, Debbie's dazzling deals. I mean, there are loads of deals to bring to you. You're going to have to watch the show to find out what those deals are, because they're not going live until later on. 24-hour deals. You'll have to be in to watch. No more clues from us as to what's coming up. Don't even ask. One thing I will tell you, though, is that the wax seal kit that we launched today is proved very, very popular indeed. I think the pennies dropped over the course, certainly of the last hour. People going, OK, wax seals, yes, I can use them on my envelopes, but actually I can use them on tags for my gift bags. I can use them on boxes. I can use them as embellishments for my card projects. There's so many different ways to be able to use them. And whether you are, as Debbie showed earlier on, going straight onto a project and doing them perhaps a little bit more organically, you can also, as we've seen, create them onto your glass mat, onto your heat-resistant mat, and batch make these, adding things like gilding wax and your metallic markers to these to kind of bring out the imprint from the wax seal. There's loads of different things that you can do, and I think that's why so many people are going for this collection. The showstopper's busy. The wax seal kit on its own also busy. This is the showstopper. Everything that you're seeing here, plus, gets even better. It gets even better. Yoink. You're going to get the, what's that called again? Sunflower. Couldn't think of the word then for a second. Dear, oh dear. Old age. The sunflower pad included too. But we'll have a look through this again with Debbie in a second. But the wax seal kit brings you that base. It brings you the little, I've got a trough on the brain now. You've got the trough and the cauldron, all right, for doing your wax eating in. Then you've got your 3 different wax seals plus the handle to screw into those. You've got your thread that you can screw the wax seals onto. That comes with 2 jars of your beads. Then you're also going to get 3 more jars of your wax seal beads in 3 more different colours. Plus you get the 4 pads that I'm showing you here. Back in stock. Weren't supposed to do this, but we did because you guys were asking. You were insistent that we bring them back, so we did for you. Sunflower collection. We've got the Delightful Daisies collection. You've also got the Beautiful pad, and then the Say It With Flowers from that collection. All of those are included within the showstopper, so it's 4 12x12 pads, plus the wax seal kit and the extra wax beads for £72 or $88. The biggest saving, of course, is when you go for all of the goodies in the showstopper. You've also got on top of that your bonus buy, where if you buy the showstopper, you can pop into your basket the cards and envelopes, the Centura Pearl cards and envelopes, 6x6 size. You get 5 sets here. So the baby pink, the baby blue, you've got that beautiful snow white, fresh cream, and then metallic silver. 4 cards and envelopes in each, giving you your 40 pieces, if you like, within the 5-piece bonus buy. Half the price on the screen if you pop that into your basket with your showstopper. So that would come down to £9.60. Or $15.60, but like a lot of people have just been picking and choosing. So if you just want to go for the wax seal kit on its own, top row here, okay, and 30% of the stock of that has gone. Lots and lots of people have been shopping throughout the day, and I think it's a bit, if you excuse the pun, I think it's been a bit of a slow burner because because I think a lot of people have gone, yes, wax seals, know how to use them, want more, love them, going to grab them. But I do think this is quite a new thing to a lot of people, and I do think a lot of people have come in and gone, man, wax seals, just envelopes. I think now you're seeing the demos with Debbie, and you're seeing how versatile, what you can do with them. More and more people are watching, and more people are sort of buying through the day, and that's only going to set to continue over the next hour. If you just want the paper pads on their own as well, by the way, the details coming up for you here. That is the 4-piece bundle for all 4 of those pads. So you've got your sunflowers, your Be Beautiful, Say It With Flowers, and then the Delightful Daisies collection. I mean, you do the maths on that. £44 or $60 for the 4 pads. Incredible value for money. So if you want to just grab those, you can. And if you just want to pick and choose and go individually, maybe you fell in love with the Be Beautiful collection, you want to buy 5 of those, you can go individually on those. Just type those in separately on the website, and you can pick up all of those whilst stocks last. Thought it might be quite good, seeing as it's the start of a new hour, just to kind of reset and show you some finished samples and just look through the wax seal kit again. Also in this hour, don't forget, if there is anything that you want to see or any more questions, do ask. But let's have a look with Debbie. Oh, you finished the bag that you were doing.
Yes, I've done the bag, put it on some ribbon and just put it onto the front. But you can see that glitter really comes through on there, and it just, look at that, the shine on there, that glitter on there. So you can mix your glitter in, but actually sprinkling it on the top really does make it look incredible on there. So you can make your own little bespoke tags for your bags. You can put them onto your foliage and put them on. You can trim the sides up. This one has been trimmed around the edges to make it look really neat. You can have it just on your envelopes like you would imagine your wax seals to be, and I love that because it just makes it so much more bespoke and so much special, so very special for someone, especially if it's for a wedding. Our Liam has just been creating some amazing things.
Good,
I think this is amazing to have your wax at the base there for your stems, and then the flowers on top, which looks amazing. And then if I bring in his other make that he did for the design team, which is that bow, and the whole bow has been made out of the wax. So if you're quite clever like our Liam, you can be thinking of different ideas that you can use with your wax, because once it's melted and you put it onto something, it's quite pliable. You can literally manipulate it a little bit.
Did he say how long it took him to do that?
Sorry, I'm saying pliable. It's malleable.
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 Malleable, pliable.
Did I say what? Sorry.
Did he say how long it took him to do that?
No, I just asked if it was easy, and he said it was. It just took a little bit of sort of doing.
Trial and error.
Yeah, trial and error, and just moulding it. So, and I think it's very clever, and I'm impressed he's allowed me to have them, if I'm honest. But I am looking after it, and I am putting them where I can't knock it over, because I don't want to knock it over.
Nobody wants to knock that over.
No one wants to knock it over, no, not at all. I'm putting it right out of my reach. But I love this, that we can use it as just a little embellishment for your card over those flowers. This one's been done with twine and your foliage at the back.
Pretty.
I love the actual rose, I think, on that embossing folder.
Yeah.
There's not even a sentiment on there. That looks stunning,
Gorgeous.
doesn't it? Doesn't need anything else. This one's absolutely beautiful. Our Bianca's done
One
that.
of my favourite samples, that.
So I'm going to show this next. We're going to show how we can put gilding wax into there, and we will do a flower demo before the end of the show. Another heart one there, so using your that's the one, the colour that comes with the kit, and then just putting a black pen on the top just makes that look incredible. I love the fact that you can use your origami dies and use it on there. I've actually got a rosette that I've made, and I'm going to use them to decorate the rosette, so they're really effective in that way. And I love this card. Not only is the card just beautiful on its own, I love the fact that we've put this flower, again, made this in Wake Up Call, so you'll be able to see that. And then another one we did in Wake Up Call, just using them to embellish your cards. So we've done that on the outside and on the inside. Right, now we've looked at a few of the samples. Let's show you what you can do with the flat-ended one that's in the kit, because the kit itself comes beautifully presented. I've took everything out of mine, but you can see it's got a space for everything, including these here. So you've got your handle, which these just screw on the top. And this one is just your flat-ended one, which means if there's something you think that will go into your wax, you can just use this one without having any imprint of a different design. Now, in your actual designs, you are getting those white ones, and you're getting sort of the sort of bronzy colour ones. I don't know what colour to call it, like a pewter, isn't it?
Yeah, pewter.
Which is beautiful. So those two colours are coming with your kit, including your little trough, which is going to heat with your candle, and that's the only thing you need to to purchase is a little candle to go underneath. No more than three quarters of an inch.
3/4 of an inch.
Three quarters of an inch. Every time I say
You and me
three,
back
I
together
then
again, can't think of the
I
words.
throw myself. And then on top of that, if you're going for it all, you will get these additional colours as well, which I love. So when you think about it, you've got 5 different colours of waxes, and then you can mix them together to make even more different colours. So it's a great kit to have. So to start off with, all we're going to do is light our candle. So you're just going to light that, like so, and then we're going to place this over the top. So that will go directly over the top, and then you'll be able to see that candle right in the centre.
Yeah.
Once we've done that, we then need to think what we're going to be doing. So I'm going to use, because I haven't used them yet, I want to use those sort of pewter coloured ones. And we say about 4. Now you could use more, but you don't need more. 4 seems to be the right amount. 3, just, you could get away with 3. So if you were getting low to your waxes, you could get away with using 3, but I would say 4 is a good amount to make sure that you get it right. So we're going to place that over the top. We're going to literally pop out 4 little wax pellets into the top, and they will start melting quite quickly actually. It doesn't take long because it's metal. Metal on the flame is going to heat up.
Yeah.
Now the other thing I want to do is take that flat one, so we've got that flat head, and I've also got some gilding flakes.
Okay.
Now this was trial or error, Ben. I'm not gonna lie to anybody, because when I was putting these on, the bigger the flakes, the less it worked. And I tried mixing it in. When you mix it in, it just makes it gloopy and the gold doesn't shine through, because all you're doing is coating wax on top of these, and it doesn't really work. So what did work, do you know when you, what this pot is? This is my waste pot. So when you use gilding flakes and you've got your sponge and all those little tiny pieces that are around, they're the little pieces that you want to use. The smaller the particles, the better it works.
Okay.
So all I'm going to do is really sort of shift the bigger pieces and then just get those little pieces at the back there, and we're going to put them directly on. So you can see it's starting to melt, so we've got all our elements melting in there, lovely, making sure that's still on top. Once that starts to melt, then we can use them. So what you want to do is we want to pour this when it's melted, and then we want to sprinkle these on top, and less is more. You could cover it all, but then you're just going to end up with a fully gold one, and you could colour it gold, or you get that effect by using little particles of flakes. And the other thing that Bianca did as well is she was putting, she put the flowers on top of that as well. So I think that was a really nice way to do that. So I think what we do, I wasn't going to do that, but we could do that as well. Let me find a small flower, and then we can use that. So in fact, let's use a completely different flower. We've got a little purple one there.
Okay.
So that way we can still see the gold, and that will come through. So we're going to just wait. That's nearly melted now, just making sure. That's all you want to do, is make sure that that has melted.
Yeah, just whilst we're waiting, Rosalind says, I'm just watching Debbie make the pieces, and it's given me an idea for a framed game board. Make game pieces like checkers or backgammon and frame them like the magnetic game boards you hang on the wall. Ooh. That's a great suggestion.
That's a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
Why has no one ever thought about doing picture frames that have game balls, magnetic game balls? That is a great idea. Love that.
And Rhonda's just asking, so you know when you're making them as individual wax seals, we've obviously seen you place it on with Collal 3D glue. She's saying, what other glue could you use besides to do it?
You could use a hot glue gun.
Okay.
But you need to, because the hot glue gun dries, goes cold quite quickly, but it will slightly melt your wax as you put it on. So tacky glue will be good. You could put it on with tacky glue. The only reason I've been using the 3D glue gel is because it's a wet glue and it's chunky. It means you can position it where you want it. So it will go in. So if you're putting it over a ribbon, if you're putting it over your twine, all of that is going to work really well. Right, so this is all melted. So what we're going to do is I'm going to have some of these flakes in my fingers. So literally you can see there. And then we're going to pour it straight away. And then I just want to make sure we don't put that on there. I'm just going to sprinkle that on the top. Do a little bit more there. Just on there. And then we're going to put our flower in there as well.
Wowee.
Yes, so I've not done this before. I've not done the flour and the gilding flakes.
Do you find that, I don't know if you've tried, but does the wax tend to set quicker on the glass mat as opposed to like the heat resistant mat? Or
Does it what, sorry?
Does it set quicker on the glass mat as opposed to the heat resistant mat, or not really? No difference?
Yeah, it sets quicker.
It does?
I think it sets quicker,
Yeah.
yes, because the glass is cold.
Yeah.
So it tends to, yeah, I found that it does definitely goes quicker. So I'm just wiping that out of my thing, pop that on there, and then let's pull that one out. Oh, look at that.
My
Yeah,
goodness.
looks amazing.
Yeah, get in there, James.
Now, if I bring this one in, that's the one I did without. So you can see, putting that little bit of gilding flake in, but actually adding that flouring looks amazing, doesn't it?
I
Makes
love
it
that.
just look I know, it's totally different. But less is definitely more, and you just need a little sprinkle of that. But yeah, they look so, so effective. Now, what I have done here, so let's pop those. I don't want to move that until it's fully dry. Yeah, so that's a little bit, it needs to set a bit more. All I've done here is I've made myself a little, one of our creator card dies.
Yeah.
And I've just made it into a little shaker card.
Yeah.
And then I've used some of our glitter cardstock that we just put on top. So I'm just going to make a card, and I've made it all, because you don't want to see me making all the cards. You just want to see how they look on the actual makes. So let's pop this one together.
Whilst you're sticking, we can say hi to Stephanie. She says, I love all the paper pads. I wouldn't have found another brand as wonderful, but then why would I? I'm so happy with CC products. Stephanie also says,
Really
Debbie,
nice.
do you personally find that the method of using this kit with the wax beads easier than the wax sticks?
Yes, much easier, yeah. Yeah, much easier. It's I always swore I would never do wax seals
Yeah, I remember you
again. I really
saying that.
didn't, because it's not, I'm going to be honest here, Ben, it wasn't my thing. And I found it really difficult. It was hit and miss when you demo them. And there's certain things, we can't like everything we do. I know we sort of, most of the time we do, but there are certain things that I just find that aren't my thing to do. And then when we got this wax seal, I got an email asking if I would like to do it when we brought out the Christmas one.
Okay.
And I said no.
Oh.
Because I didn't want to do it, because I felt like I just couldn't get it right. And if I can't get it right, I don't want people feeling like they can't get it right. Excuse me. And then when I see the wax seal kit, I was like, oh, I can do that. I don't mind doing that. So I had a go, and then I sent an email back and said, actually, I've changed my mind. I will do it.
Oh, good for you. I think we've seen how easy it pours out of the little heating tool as well. Makes it, like, you're onto a winner before you start.
I love it so much, yeah. And the more I've used it, the more I've just so enjoyed working with it. And I think I'll be using them on all sorts of things, because they're so handy. And they just look really effective. If you love scrapbooking, they're going to look amazing.
Yeah, oh, yes.
On your scrapbooks.
Yeah, yeah.
So what I'm going to actually do here, I think I'm going to use the one we did, because I was going to place that just on the top, so that gives it that old sort of weldy look. And then, but actually, I think with the flower, that's going to look beautiful on there. Now, if you wanted to, you could trim this up, because some of the design team have trimmed this round. So if you wanted it perfect, you can. I quite like that. I like that sort of splodged effect look. So I'm going to just place a little bit on there, pop that straight on
So good,
bow.
Debbie.
And then all I've done is I've just cut out. So this was from the Roaring 20s.
Yeah.
And I just took that couple, and we're just going to place that on the bottom. And I mean, that's a really simple card.
It's stunning.
But it does look stunning, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
So if I turn that round, you'll be able to see then. There we go. How beautiful is that? And it's got that addition to that flower, which actually is a little bit of a keepsake. You could keep that, couldn't you, as a little embellishment.
I just hope we've got loads of questions, which we'll ask Debbie now, and a few comments. So just a few comments and questions. I love the fact that you're seeing the craftability of this, because you'd be forgiven for thinking, you come into this thinking, oh, wax seals, just all about envelopes, but you're seeing now the craftability of these. You're seeing that these, to quote Debbie Robinson, they're not just one-trick ponies. You've got so many different ways you can use them, and Debbie has absolutely illustrated how well and how differently you can use these brilliantly over the course of the last 2 shows. Wanda is just saying, good morning. Are the jars glass or plastic? I think are they glass jars?
They are glass jars,
Yeah.
yeah. Which makes it just more expensive looking.
Yeah. She also says, Ben, where's your trophy? You look a little bit naked without it shining beside you. Oh, it's always here. Always. Got a trophy.
What's that for?
Oh, well, you don't know?
No,
Presentation Lead of the Year, 2023.
you're the only one.
I beat off a fierce.
Is that true? Is that a real trophy?
Yes, I won it on the New Year's Eve show.
Oh.
You know Craig got Hogmanay Hero?
No, I didn't know that. I didn't see.
He won
the New Year's,
Hogmanay
sorry.
Hero down at Hobbymaker. His trophy, though, about that big.
Oh,
And
yes, on Hobbymaker.
Yeah, and I beat off, well, I can't remember the amount of people I beat off, but there was a lot to win the very prestigious award, and so everyone keeps asking me about it. It's always by my side. Very proud to win that. Thank you for asking, Wanda. Thank you. Let's leave it there.
Did anyone else win an award?
Well, the other awards were for, it was like machines and products, but the only one other award we had was the Messiest Crafter of the Year 2023, which Sarah won.
Of course.
Of course.
Although, that would have been a close one to Becky.
Becky?
Oh, Becky is really messy.
I've never noticed.
Oh my goodness, have you never looked at the floor when Becky's
No.
finished? It's really bad. She's here 5 minutes and the floor's a mess.
Debbie Robinson was in with a shout for that award.
Yeah, she can be messy. Yeah, her floor's really messy.
Yeah,
As well.
but no, well,
I could have got tidiest crafter.
there wasn't an award, but if there had been, then yes, you would have definitely won that. Best with the wax seals is what you would have won. Now, definitely. Jan is very tidy, actually, Johnny. Devoni is with us saying good morning from Peoria, Arizona. Anne says, so many talented people working there. Absolutely talented bunch, our guys. Honestly, best in the business. I know I would say that, but they are. I truly believe that. Best experts in the business. That's why you come back. That's why you join us every day. And isn't it brilliant that you can join in with the live shows and speak to the best in the business and ask questions and get their ideas. Couple of questions. Crafty Angie's saying, the difference between the wax seal kit and the one released before, so it's different colour wax, isn't it, basically? The tools that you're going to be getting will be the same, but yeah, it's the different colour waxes for the different seasons. And as we've all...
And it's different heads.
Oh, you're right, yes.
Yes, you got 3 different heads on these ones. They were Christmas ones before, and these ones are your everyday ones.
And I know we've tackled this already, but it's fine because people join it all the time. Rosalind is just saying, is there a difference between candle wax and the wax seal wax?
No, I think it's all pure wax.
So we could use, like we said earlier, you could use your own candles.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you wanted to.
Yeah.
Hello, oh, Dawn Nordstrom joins us. She says, hello, dear CTV friends. I haven't been able to join a live chat in way too long. I hope you're all well. It's lovely to have you back, Dawn, and we are. I think we're all pretty good. Gillian Grady got my wax seals out and decided to experiment. I found that if you put the hot wax onto wax paper used to line baking trays, it releases much easier than on a glass mat.
So and they release really easy on a glass mat because once they go cold, but you have to let them go cold. The good thing with baking sheets and your sort of wash away mat is you can pick it up and move it and they'll just flick off of there. So yeah, absolutely.
Linda, beautiful. Dawn, I'm so glad they got Debbie to do the wax seals again. Vanessa, I like the idea of flakes and flour combo. Debbie says, C. Newkirk, you have redeemed yourself 10 times over with these demos.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I'm really honoured.
Go to the top of the class. And Cindy says, I don't know if you mentioned, she just says, what dies did Debbie use on that shaker card? The one you've just done?
That was...
Was it Roaring Twenties, did you say?
This one, the Roaring Twenties. Yeah, it was actually, it was our creator card die. This one is the Roaring Twenties, and the background one was one of our creator card dies, but I can't remember the name. It would have been a trellis one of some sort.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was an old die that I had, so yeah, apologies for that. I don't know which one.
And just generally, thank you everyone for all the positive comments. Love for the card from Melanie D, Samantha Cheney, Linda Armstead, Stephanie Theodos, Jessica Stricker, Carletta Morris, and Lynn Morton says, another beauty, Debbie. Thank you as always. Hopefully you're getting inspired. Hopefully you're seeing the value of this amazing collection. And if you are, now is the opportunity for you to get your carts and your baskets checked out. Details there for the wax seal kit on its own. If you want the showstopper, that brings you all of the paper pads too. And indeed, you can pick up the paper pads in an individual bundle as well. We'll take a short break. I can't believe when we come back, we'll have about half an hour to go. And just to reiterate that January sale still ongoing. And if you're looking for cartload, the deals won't appear until later. It's a very special 24-hour only show. You'll only be able to get the deals for 24 hours. They'll go live just before it. Debbie's dazzling deals coming your way from 6 tonight. All that to look forward to, and we'll catch you back here in about 4 minutes' time.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Our craft experts come from all over the UK to HQ up in the northeast, and here they are telling you a little bit about where they're from and what it's famous for.
For the last nearly 30 years, just coming up for 30 years, I have lived in Nottingham, and that's where I still live, and I absolutely love it. Now, anybody that knows Nottingham knows it's famous for Robin Hood, and obviously I'm one of the descendants from Robin, because we're Robin's sons. So yes, I like to think that we are a descendant of Robin Hood somewhere along, obviously my husband's line. Well, originally I'm from West Yorkshire, but I live in Norfolk at the minute, and Norfolk is beautiful. I think it's famous for the Broads, the Norfolk Broads. It is a beautiful holiday destination, and we moved there to be nearer to my mother and father-in-law, and oh, I just don't regret it. It's the most amazing place in the world.
So I live in Yorkshire. I'm actually based in Sheffield, which is one of the cities in Yorkshire, and I'm born and bred, absolutely. And the thing that it's most famous for, which if people aren't aware, is that we're known as the Steel City. So lots of steel industry in the past, creating Sheffield steel, of course, stainless steel. Some of them are still working. There are some of the foundries still down in the city centre, but I live right on the very outskirts, and I'm very lucky that I live in a rural part of the area. It's lovely and green, countryside, little picturesque village, and I wouldn't change it for the world.
Hi, I'm Ben from Crafters TV. As you may know, we've just launched an amazing new website, our new home of papercraft to house all of your crafty needs. And as we've had a bit of a makeover, I'm here today to show you how to check out Crafters TV on our sparkling new website, including how to watch live, catch up with previous shows, and how to view the latest schedules. So, let's get started. First, go to the Crafters Companion homepage. Select the correct location at the top of the page. Click the Crafters TV icon on the top right-hand side of your screen. To watch the show live on the website, click the Watch Now button in the middle of your screen. You'll be taken to the relevant show page where you can watch the show, shop the show, and shop the day at your leisure. To view the Crafters TV schedule, click the View Our Schedule button in the middle of your screen. You'll be taken to the TV schedule where you can browse each date plus all of the shows that are on that day. You can then click on each show to be taken to a page where you can watch and shop the show. If you want to catch up on a previous show, hit the Catch Up button on the purple Crafters TV bar. Then you can scroll down to see all of the previous Crafters TV shows from recent days. If you're looking for something specific, you can click the Craft Expert, Craft Area, Shows and Date filters just above the list of shows. Take a moment to browse until you see the show you want to catch up on, then click onto the show. You'll then be taken to the catch-up page, where you're free to watch the show and check out all of the crafty goodies on our Shop the Show and Shop the Day pages. Enjoy! Thank you so much. Voice over voice there. Okay, let's get back into it. We've got half an hour left. So, last chance to get your questions in. Last chance to ask anything that you want to ask. And we'll do the vote for the demo of the show in the last half hour as well. Showstopper deal then, up it comes. All the details for you coming up on your screen here. Lots of people still going for this. A lot of people going for this, a lot of people just going for the wax seals on their own and then picking and choosing between the paper pads, but however you want to do it, it's entirely up to you. If you want to go for the showstopper, it's all of those goodies just there. So you get the 4 paper pads. These are back in stock. Those paper pads where you kind of thought to yourself, well, once they're gone, they're gone. But you guys asked, you said, you know, there were favourite paper pads that you wanted back, these being 4 of them. So you've got your sunflower, you've got your delightful daisies, the beautiful, and your say it with flowers. So 4 12 by 12 paper pads, plus you've got your wax seal kit. So that's got the heating base in there. It's got your tool to be able to melt your wax. Got the 3 different seals in there, plus 2 jars of your little wax melt beads. And then you also get the 3 extra glass jars of your wax as well. So you've got 5 different colours basically to be working with, and those are all of them there. You can just see on the board too, if I tilt it back, the different designs that you're getting. So you've got that really cute hand-drawn heart, and then you've got that gorgeous floral in there as well. £72, $88 is the platinum price. Very quickly, in case you do want to have a look, the paper pads that you're getting, quick flick through all of these. So the sunflower collection, all of these, I mean, absolutely stunning. Great shout on asking for these to come back, because the sunflower collection, I think one of the most beautiful paper pads that we've done. 36 double-sided sheets you're going to be getting in your sunflower. Then you've got your Say It with flowers. Again, the colour palette here is absolutely exquisite, and again, the design, the artwork that you're getting is just beautiful. Once again, that is 36 double-sided sheets, kind of florals and colours right across the year. That's your next pad. Your third pad is your delightful daisies. Again, 36 double-sided sheets. This is really nice as well, because you've got so many beautiful designs, lots of detailing on the reverse of these as well, including that gorgeous sort of wood paneling effect, which will work so nicely with the A-track that you've got within the pad. And then your last one is your beautiful, this is the big one, I forgot how big this pad was, 48 double-sided sheets, really beautiful, stunning designs. And again, with the bead track of these, you get a lot of patterns, which is quite nice. So you can work those into lots of different projects, lots of different textures in here too, but a bit of a nice change. If you're needing something a little bit different away from your florals, you've got all of these beautiful bead designs and lots of lovely patterns to be working with as well, and also lots of snippability in this particular pad if you like to make your smaller projects as well. So that's all of those in the showstopper. Bonus bundle buy, don't forget, if you go for the showstopper, is your Centura Pearl 6x6 card blanks and envelopes. You get 8 of each, which gives you 40 in your 5-piece collection, £19.20 or £31.20 if you go for that individually. If you want to get this with the showstopper, pop it in the same basket and we'll halve that price on screen for you. It's automatically worked out for you at checkout. All of those items available for you individually. So if you just want the wax seal kit on its own, you can. If you just want the paper pads on their own, you can. If you just want the card and envelopes on their own, you can. If you just want to go for individual paper pads, again, you can do that. Buy as many as you want. Stock up on your favourites. Get them whilst we've got them, because once they're gone, they are gone. Right. We are good to go. Are we up to date with all the questions? I think we are. So, Debbie, what can you show us next?
Right, so we're going to mix 3 colours because we're going to do a marbled effect.
Oh,
so
okay.
I thought which would look really cool.
Yeah.
So we're going to start, our main base is going to be the pink. So I'm going to add 2 of those, and then I'm going to add a blue and a white. So let's pop that in. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave these until that's melted a little bit.
Yeah.
Because if you mix them too early, you tend to then, they just all really melt together.
Oh, question. I wasn't watching because I was reading comments. Not that I wasn't watching because I wasn't interested. When you're mixing them, you're still putting in 4, are you?
Still putting in 4, yes.
Right, so you've put 2 in now?
Put 2 in of the pink one, yes.
Right,
Put 2 in of that one, and then I've got 1 white and 1 blue.
Gotcha.
Yes, because what I want to do is to have, the main base is going to be pink, but I then want to add the marble effect with these 2 colours. So by melting the first lay down of colour, just makes it a little easier to get that marbling effect. And if you did then feel like when it's gone in that you haven't marbled enough, I would then just add another pellet of something. It doesn't matter that you put an extra one in, it just means you'll have more of an outside edge.
Marvellous.
So yeah, so that's melted lovely. So now let's put the other 2 in. So we're just going to drop those into the top. And because the wax on the bottom has already melted, it means that it's not going to take long before that melts the other 2 pellets that are in there. Now while that is melting actually, let's bring in this card. So one of my favourite paper pads at the moment is the neon one.
Oh yeah.
I just love it.
Neon Dreams?
Yes. I think it's, no, Neon Dreams, it's just the neon paper pad that we did.
Isn't it called Neon Dreams?
Is it called Neon Dreams? You
Maybe
might be right. Perhaps I don't know. Yeah, maybe it is. See, I don't even know that. I thought
I'd made it up then for a second.
Why did I? Oh, I tell you what. I was thinking of Mediterranean Dreams. So, but it is neon. Yes, Neon Dreams. But I love it. I think it's such a nice paper pad.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
So we're going to pop that on there. And then what I also did was made a rosette. And I also just sort of put the ends through our punches. So I've just done the edge. So I just done an inch and a half, and then I put the punches all the way along, and then I just made a little a rosette. So nice and easy. And then what I've done here is I've done my swash best wishes, and I've just made an extra bit that we can put down the middle of our card.
Is that rosette made from the origami dies?
No, the rosette is made from our punches.
Oh.
Do you know our corner punches?
Oh, the little selection of them?
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you take out the actual bottom of the corner punch, it stops it being a corner punch, and then you just put it through in a straight line.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and then all you do is mountain and valley fold, and then put them together, and it creates a rosette.
That's really cool.
Yeah, so they're really easy to do. And if you don't know how to do a rosette, just have a look online, type in making a rosette, and you'll find lots of tutorials on there of how to make them. So all I'm going to do is place this one right sort of into the centre, just roughly. Let's place that just there, like so. I've done that straight. It doesn't really matter if it's straight because we're going to cover it up. I'm going to use the my heat tool. So we're just going to put, which way do we want it? Yeah, that way. Just going to put that on the back. So that's going to stick that like so.
Very nice.
There we go. And then we're going to use this one. So let's bring in my tool, and all I'm going to do is go through this just very simply like that. I don't want to do a lot because I want to still get that marbled effect. And you can see I'm swirling it round just so we've got that difference. And actually what I could have perhaps done with is less of the pink and put more of the white in. Oh, I haven't got my bit ready. Oh dear, dear, dear.
Uh-oh. Quick, quick.
Because we've put that down on there, it still gives me plenty of time. Let's just place that right in the centre, like so. Because that's quite a thick bit that we've gone down on there. And I actually meant to use my heart one, but it doesn't matter. I'm not going to worry about it. So in fact, and then I'm going to bring in some other, I've got a couple of others which I'll show you, which I've swirled those in. So we're just letting that dry. So what I'm going to do is I've just done a best wishes from our swash dies, sentiment dies. And then I popped that inside, and I thought that would look really cool if we just put that along the base. So I'm just going to put that right along there. I'm not worried about it being straight. We're just going to put that across like so. And then because if we've got each end, we can decide if we want to put some extra pieces on there. So what we're going to do is take that one off there. And then we're going to use our, I'm going to use the silver. I think actually, let's use the white. So I've got the acrylic marker. So this is the acrylic paint marker. And we're just going to, I'm going to paint over that flower, just so we can see that. You could use your gold gilding wax, your pens, even your alcohol pens you could use. But I'm just going to go over this with my white acrylic marker. Like so. I love this marker. I use it all the time.
Is that, oh, that just comes in the regular sets, doesn't it? In the
It comes in the regular sets, but you would have got one in your Academy of Colour as well.
Yes.
Yeah, they're just amazing to use. So once you've got that one, I've got another couple here, which I've done the heart ones. So you can see I've marbled the effect in this one as well.
Marvellous.
So you can see we've got all that different, marvellous marbling. And then I've just done the white, and let's take that off because that one is just going to clean out my... because as we're coming to the end, I don't want that to get all mucky. So I'm using a white because that takes off the heat a little bit more as well. So that's that one done, and I'm just going to blow out my candle. So let's get this one off now. So take that from the base. I'm just going all the way around just till that start. There we go, so it pops off.
You need a little... what should you use? What are they called? The things from the not the spatula, is it a spatula? From the glitter paste collection, the palette knife.
Palette knife, oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Now what I am going to do, I'm going to use, because I haven't used it, we're going to use a little bit of that to go on the top. So we've got that one to stick on the top, and you can see that's not affecting anything there. We're going to put a little globule there, a little globule on there, and we're just going to use those to go on each end.
Demo the show here.
Well, it's nice and bright, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you can see, so they will go quite flat with those, and that creates our card. There we go. And actually, so that is a little bit top heavy, although once you open the back out, it's fine. But what you would want to do with that is you could mat and layer some more cardstock on the inside, and that would just make sure it's not too top heavy.
I've got a lot of time for that rosette. I know we're here to talk about the wax seals, but that rosette is brilliant.
Oh,
really love that.
Next time I'm in, I'll make it, but without putting it together, and then show you how you can put them together.
I think I need to see that. Does anyone else want to see that?
It's really very simple to do.
Yeah. But I mean, come on, what a brilliant project. How much do you need to see now to go, I need these wax seals in my life? Your mind's changed, isn't it? I can tell. Your mind has been changed over the course of the last 2 hours. You're going, oh, hang on a minute. Yeah, these, I'm going to be using them every day. I just love the idea of you just like crafting away with your kit and like batch making these wax seals and, you know, putting in the different seals and adding all of these different individual elements that Debbie's shown you over the course of the last couple of hours and making them, getting them ready for those special projects. Or indeed, if you do just want to add them to your envelope seals, you can. Or if you want to add them as little decorative elements to your boxes, you can. But just get batch making these, create a load, have fun mixing them up. You know, bring in other colours of wax that you might have, bring in some of the other wax seals that you might have picked up elsewhere. These are just brilliant. However you go on this today, I think you need to dive in and grab them. Whether you go for just the collection, whether you go for the showstopper, have a go, have a play. If you're someone new as well, hopefully Debbie's persuaded you that it's really easy to do. And I think, as Stephanie asked earlier on, that question about is it easier to kind of work with this collection than potentially the ones where you just have the wax sticks? Absolutely it is, because you've got the ease of pouring your wax out you know, when you're creating. So I think, do you know what? Give it a go today. For £31 or $35 if you're platinum, you've got everything that you need in this kit. If you want to add more of the paper pads into your bundle as well, of course, you've got the opportunity to do that. Rosalind just saying, and again, we've sort of covered this today, but listen, you're not always watching. Would the 3D glue work with these, says Rosalind?
Yes, so we've been using that throughout, funny enough, the 3D glue gel, and it's what I would definitely recommend, but I wanted to show that you could use your hot glue gun, and actually it didn't affect the wax whatsoever, so you can use that as well. But you can also use your tacky glue. It just means, I would say, let it go tacky for about a minute, and then stick it down, and then it'll be absolutely fine. So, yeah, shall we have a count up?
Let's do the vote,
mates?
come on.
And number 1 is that first one we did, just with our little heart. Number 2 was the one on the box with the gilding wax. Number 3 was our little tag that we did, added in the glitter and changed the colour and with the silver. Number 4 was our gilding flakes with our flower inside. And number 5 was our, is number 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, number 5 was the one that we did with the marbling effect.
5. What?
What one did you say?
I didn't say anything, I just coughed. Yes, please, on that rosette, says Rhonda. Definitely, we'll see that in the future. I tell you what we'll do as well, we'll give you, let's say 3 or 4 minutes on the vote there, and once we've got that vote in, we'll get the vote for the demo of the day done, because there will be no demos in Cartload. It's going to be fast, it's going to be furious, it's going to be a surprise for you. The deals will be going live in just over an hour's time, ready for that show. 24-hour only deals, so you'll have to be quick if you want to pick up those deals. Something else to show you in the meantime is our layout collection. We can chat through this. I think, Debbie, you may have the recipe books, guides, the other side of the studio. I think they're over there. I can show everybody what we have got as far as the hardware is concerned. But listen, this flew out of the door on Monday. Everybody jumped in and grabbed this. And the way we chatted about this, and the best way that this kind of stuck in my mind, is if you are somebody who got the Academy of Colour because you said, I can't colour, my colouring is hopeless, I can never find like a solution to kind of get me better, and then you went, oh, Academy of Colour, and you jumped on that journey, and then you were one of those people that went, oh, now my colouring's amazing, now my colouring's moving to the next level, now I've tried watercolour, which I'd never done before, now I've tried colouring with alcohol markers, which I'd never done before. That kind of system has made me become the colourist I always wanted to be. The layout collection, I truly believe, is like the card-making version of the Academy of Colour, because you've got everything that you need as far as the dies and the stamps and the embellishment and the cardstock and the papers are concerned. But as we'll look at in just a few moments' time, inside your folder, your binder, which you're also going to get with this, you get those recipe cards. 30 recipe cards with 30 different layouts on them. And this is the point, and this is the thing that Craig described so brilliantly. You get a little sketch for each one. That sketch, you flip over and you follow it step by step by step by step. 6 steps that you've got in words and pictures for you to be able to do everything that you need to create the project that relates to that sketch. If you do it via the recipe cards, you'll just use the papers and the cardstock that you've got within this collection to create exactly what you're seeing within the recipe card. However, what will happen, you'll go through it all, you'll create those 30 projects, and then you'll be so super confident, you'll start bringing in your own papers, you'll start bringing in your own cardstock, you'll start looking at the sketch and going, okay, well, I've done that on, say, like a 6x6. Maybe I'll upsize that to an 8x8. Maybe I'll go even bigger and do like a scrapbook page with it. Or you'll do it in reverse and go, well, maybe I've got it in like an 8x8 currently. I'm going to downsize it to a nice little Diddy 4x4. You've got all of these different options because you've got the sketch, you've got the details, the pictures, and the instructions. It's incredible. And we'll see some of the projects with Debbie in a second. As far as the contents of the box are concerned, 30 recipe cards, 48 dies, 20 stamps, embossing folders, papers, cardstock, you've got ribbon, you've got gems in here. I don't have the cardstock, but the cardstock that you're going to get is in front of you here. So you've got 24 sheets of coloured linen cardstock, double-sided, and then you're also going to get 24 sheets of the single-sided papers as well. And again, as you'd imagine, all of those papers and cardstock match up beautifully with each other. On the chat about the embellishments, you've also got ribbon in here too. So you've got beautiful satin ribbon. Again, all of the ribbon matches up beautifully with the colours that you've got in your linen cardstock and in your papers. You get 9 reels of ribbon. There's a metre on each, so 9 metres, and you're getting those different widths. On top of all of that, we're also going to be giving you your beautiful gems. And once again, all of the gems are beautifully coloured for you to be able to match up with your ribbon, with your cards, and with your paper. Then we get down to your elements that you're going to be using to create your projects. The stamps. Beautiful image stamps. Nice big size for all sorts of different occasions, from your florals to your butterflies, to your clinking glasses, to your flowers, to your cakes. There's all sorts in here. And again, all of these are the stamps that you're going to be seeing in your pictures on your recipe cards, so you can create exactly to the letter. Once you get a little bit further down the line and you get more confident, then you'll be bringing in your own stamps. Then you'll be bringing in your own ideas, but you've got everything that you need to copy and create with this system. Then you've got all of these dies, all right? So, you know, if you're going to be creating your mats and layers for all of these different images, we've got everything for you. So you've got this one here, which is your beautiful nesting frame dies, all of your mats, all of your layers. You've then got this beautiful decorative frame. Again, different style, but you'll see this being used right across the designs that you've got within your layout collection. You've got your oval nesting dies in here as well. Loads of dies there, including that beautiful sort of scalloped outer die. And then you get that across the circles as well, but two different sizes within your circles. You've got your smaller circle frame dies and then the larger ones in there as well. You also get that across the squares. You've got your large square frame dies, and then you've also got your smaller ones included in there too. Already, value, bang for buck is amazing. Then you're going to get on top of that your banner dies. Again, you'll see these being used across the 30 projects that you're going to be getting within your recipe cards. You're also going to get your tag dies as well, plus the 3 beautiful decorative border dies to be able to create those beautiful effects. Big fan of this one here, which is that torn edged effect that you've got within that die there. Then you're going to be getting your decorative embellishments. You've got hearts, you've got triangles, you've got the star, you've got the beautiful floral in there too. And then also on top of that, more stamps, this time the sentiments. And again, the sentiments, well, for all sorts of different occasions, really. Things like sweet friend, treat yourself, you are loved, thanks, happy birthday, and more. But that's not all, because then you're also going to get embossing folders in here too. Projects where you'll use the embossing folders as a whole, and also projects that you've seen us doing over the course of this week where you will, you know, cut smaller squares, or you will cut smaller oval frames, circles, whatever it might be, and just place them into the embossing folder to place as an element on your project. So you've got your 2D embossing folder with the beautiful butterflies. You've got your 5x5 2D embossing folder with the fabulous florals. And then you're going to get your 6x4 3D embossing folder, which is your blooming flowers. So that one is included for you as well. We'll have a look at the folder and the recipe cards with Debbie in just a second, but before that, shall we do the demo of the show, then demo of the day? Get that going. The demo of the show, Debbie. Five.
I got 5. I think our Ben had a little bit of an influence on that one, but yeah, it's a lovely one, isn't it?
No one ever listens to me. It was nothing to do with me, Mrs. It's a great project. So demo of the day then. So obviously Cartload, we won't be doing any demos as such, so we can do this now. Get it out of the way so it's done and we won't forget. So number 1. That is number 1, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do love that one.
It is really cute.
And it looks really effective just with that little heart, doesn't it? And actually, I quite like the white dots around it.
Yeah.
Yeah, really effective. Love that one. So that's number 1.
Yep.
And this one's number 2.
1 or 2?
Yes, not 5 anymore, number 2.
No. Vote now. You've got, let's give you 3 or 4 minutes to get your votes in on that. So the layout collection, $63.99, $79.99. I think still, if you want more bang for your buck, there are a few of the showstoppers still sort of flying around, but you'll need to check for those on the website. But as much as I've shown you what you're going to get, you'll see the folder with Debbie. You're also going to get in there storage, magnetic storage for your dies and storage for your stamps as well. But let's have a look at some of the recipe cards. I mean, Debbie, great to get your take on this, because we've heard from Debbie and we've heard from Craig. I mean, what a brilliant system this is. And if you're just starting your journey with card making, I mean, there's nothing better to have, is there, really?
It's so good to have. And actually, so I did the first look of it last weekend. And for me, when I was starting to use it, I thought, you know what, I actually thought it was for beginners. And yes, it's aimed at beginners, But I think for advanced crafters, it's invaluable because there is so much in here that's going to help you because we all, no matter what level of crafting, we all lose our mojo.
Exactly.
So we all need something to follow. And I think there's nothing easier than having these recipe cards, literally having at the touch of your hands that you can just grab and think, right, I need something to inspire me today. So I need that layout to inspire me. I love the fact that you get a binder that you can put all your stamps in. You're actually getting your storage sheet to put your stamps on. So that's your first one. You're getting one for all your sentiments as well. Some great sentiments in there as well. And then you've got all your magnetic sheets for your dies. You're getting 2 magnetic sheets to store all your dies in there, which is amazing. And you can see there is a lot of dies. So even for an advanced crafter that maybe has lots of nesting dies, I love this, I think, because you've got it at your hand, at your fingertips. And it means that then when you get to those recipe cards that Ben was just talking about, that's when these come into their own. Now, what we've done is we've made the cards in here quite simplistic, but we've given you different options of different things to do. So like these strips in the background, these could be ribbons, these could be borders of some sort, these could be your edgeables that you've got at home. So if you're an advanced crafter, straight away you could be thinking, actually, I've got something that's going to go with there, my rosette's going to go nice on that bit there because I've got a circular thing. So everything is going to tell me how that layout goes. Not only do you get the recipe card, you get full instructions and all your measurements to be able to make it as well, which is amazing. And that's continual through to 30 projects.
Incredible, isn't it?
It's absolutely amazing. And you can see each step of the way, it's giving you this layout collection at the side, which it really is invaluable. You can see straight away, I can see this background piece. Maybe I could put an edgeable down on that piece. I could make a flower on there. Again, my rosette that I just made could go into that section. Lots of different ways to do them. You could take this into your box making, into your scrapbooking, anything like that.
We saw, I can't remember who did it now, but like a decorative front to like a bag as well, someone did, which looked really nice.
Yeah. This isn't about following the recipes, although following the recipes is a great one to do. I actually made this card and you can see sort of how you do it, and I just added an extra bit in with some extra strips, but that's a really nice, easy one to follow, but then you can put your own take into that as well. It really is amazing. I think whoever thought of this concept, it was ingenious, because I just love the fact that you're getting all these layout pictures, you're getting all that step-by-step instructions right through to that final one of number 30 in your page. To have embossing folders, to have all different things that you've got, and these are the cards in their full glory. And like I say, sometimes you might think, well, that's actually quite simple, but actually sometimes the simplest of cards are the most effective.
But like you said, you know, if you are getting it as a more experienced crafter, we'll take the initial layout and add your twist to it, change it a little bit, add something else in to put your own sort of taste to it.
And that's where for advanced crafters that will come into their own. Like this one here, we've got a border that we've put down here. That could be one of your edgeable dies that you've got in there that you use on there. We then could be putting our flower dies in here. We could be using other embossing folders. It's the fact that you're getting the layout with them that you can start to use these.
And that must be nice, especially for someone like you, Debbie, you know, and all of our guys here, very creative. You're always having to think about, you know, designs and how you're going to do something. It must be lovely for you to be able to go into your craft room, open this up and not have to think. You can just go, oh, there's my design, I'll make that.
I absolutely loved it. And actually going forward, Ben, I think I'll be doing just that, because there are times where, and sometimes you don't always get the composition right on your card. So having a layout like this that you know that works, it's trialed by our experts and it works, you can just grab this, you can look into them, and you just know that you're going to get the perfect make, whatever you're doing. I love this, and I think it's a very clever system.
Yeah, and like Craig was touching on too, it's good to have that sketch there, isn't it? Because then once you've got that initial sketch, you can then decide if you want to make it slightly bigger, make it slightly smaller, you know, slightly manipulate it. It's such a brilliant system, and like Debbie said, you know what? Yeah, if you're a beginner, absolutely fantastic. You know, as you guys saw, I had to play, create a card with it. It's brilliant. It's so easy to follow, step by step by step, and you've got everything there in front of you. So you don't have to go looking elsewhere. You don't have to go looking around your craft room. Or if you're a beginner, you know, chances are you might not have a lot of the stuff. It's all there in the box. It's all there for you. One box wonder, I like to call it. And look at the saving that you're making. I mean, goodness me. Look at the saving you made. If you're platinum, or indeed you are fairly new, you've just come to us today and you're thinking, oh, I'd love that platinum price. You can get it. You can get it. If you've never shopped with us before, sign up to Club Inspire. It is free to do that. And then you're in. You've got 20% off your first order, so you can grab the layout collection for $63.99 or $79.99. And again, like Debbie touched on, if you are a more experienced crafter, just look at the value for money of the hardware that you're getting. The dies alone, I mean, is absolutely incredible value. And I think a future Hall of Famer when it comes to craft. It will be there alongside the Gemini 2, there alongside the Academy of Colour. Demo of the day. Oh. No, not oh, I'm just a bit, oh. One.
That's my favourite.
Ah.
Yeah, I love that one. Yeah.
No, it's beautiful.
I just think it's just so effective, and it really shines out that heart on there. I love both of them, but that was my favourite.
Absolutely worthy winner, and that will go up onto our Crafty Walk of Fame, and you could be voting for it as your favourite make on Sunday. Are you in on Sunday? Oh,
No.
Craig and Jan. I think it's got a chance, that one. It's very beautiful. Listen, if you are thinking about going for the showstopper, details coming on your screen just right here. There you go, the wax seal kit and 12x12 paper pad collection. You've got that amazing wax seal kit with everything that you need to make those gorgeous wax seals. Plus you've got your extra jars of different colour wax in there. And then you've also got all of your paper pads in there too. The 3 paper pads that you're seeing here, plus your sunflower collection, which is below a pile of stuff. You know that you're getting it. It's nearly the end of the show. £72, $88. We're pretty much done. Debbie, it's been an absolute pleasure again. That 2 hours has flown over.
It has. It's gone so quickly, but do come back because I have some dazzling deals.
What have you got?
Dazzling deals.
I love that. I'll have to do that again later on. Dazzling deals that you don't know about yet and you won't see for another hour because Cartlow, the deals are going live just before the show and they'll be coming off soon after. So you'll have to be in with us for that 2-hour extravaganza for Debbie's Dazzling Deals. And I'm here too with a few more great deals for you as well. See you in an hour. Until then, keep shopping. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.